Records exactly 24 seconds. A residential CCTV camera above the garage. At 7:18 p.m., a woman steps into the driveway. She looks tired, but calm. Turns toward the house and waves, small, gentle. The kind of wave you give someone you love who's watching from the window. That wave matters, because 18 minutes later, Emily Carter is dead. And the people who arranged it weren't strangers. They were her own family. Brookhaven police receive an anonymous call. No caller ID, male voice, steady, almost bored. Imitate cold voice slightly. There's a body at Silver Pine Storage, Unit 217. The line goes dead. Officers arrive 14 minutes later. The facility is quiet, mostly empty. Unit 217 is padlocked from the outside. They cut the lock. Inside, Emily Carter, hands bound with zip ties. Single gunshot wound to the chest. Her purse is untouched. Jewelry still on her fingers and wrist. This wasn't robbery. This wasn't rage. This was about money. 3 years earlier, August 2020, Emily's father, Robert Carter, 76, suffers a massive stroke. He survives, but loses most of his right side. He can no longer live alone. Robert owns commercial properties across the county. Net worth, just over $4 million. Emily doesn't hesitate. She moves him into her home. No facility, no assisted living. She converts the downstairs office into a bedroom, installs ramps, adjusts her work schedule. She becomes his full-time caregiver. Her siblings do almost nothing. Older brother Mark, 49, lives 30 minutes away. He visits twice in the first year. Sister Diane, 46, lives out of state. She calls on birthdays and Christmas. Robert notices. In a journal later recovered by police, he writes, "My children love my money more than they ever loved. Emily is the only one who stayed." For the next 2 years, Emily handles everything. Medication, therapy, finances, the properties. She refuses any payment. Early 2023, Robert meets his attorney in private. He rewrites his will. Mark and Diane each receive $250,000. Emily gets the rest. Properties, savings, investments. One new line is added. In the event of Emily Carter's untimely death before my own, her share passes directly to designated disability care charities. The will is signed, witnessed, filed, legally airtight. Robert thinks no one else knows. But the attorney's receptionist is Diane's old college roommate. Within 24 hours, Mark and Diane find out. Phone records show 17 calls between them in the next 2 days. Texts recovered later. Mark, she's taking everything that should be ours. Diane, Dad's not thinking straight anymore. Mark, contesting it won't work. I already checked. Diane, then we have to find another way. Mark, we need her out of the picture. 11 minutes of silence. Diane, I know someone who handles problems quietly. May 4th and 5th. Mark withdraws $40,000 cash in 2 transactions from a joint account. The money goes to Evan Holt, prior assault charges, suspended security license. Evan asks only one question. Where does she usually park? May 6th, 7:05 p.m. Emily finishes grocery shopping. 7:18 p.m. She pulls into the driveway. The camera catches those 24 seconds. She waves at her father watching from the living room window. 7:22 p.m. She steps back outside to grab the last bags. A dark sedan glides to the curb. Evan Holt gets out. He says her name. She turns. Neighbors hear nothing. 7:36 p.m. The sedan drives away. Emily never walks back inside. Robert waits. 8:30 p.m. He calls her phone. No answer. 9:12 p.m. He calls police. The investigation initially treats it as a random abduction. Then a detective notices something odd. The house security system was manually disabled. From inside, 10 minutes after Emily disappeared. Robert can barely move from his chair. He didn't touch the panel. Someone else had access to the house that night. Phone records place Mark in Brookhaven. He claimed he was just passing through. Storage facility records show Unit 217 rented under a Shell LLC. The payment trail, buried but not buried deep enough, leads back to Mark's accounts. Everything unravels quickly. Mark is arrested May 19th. Diane the same day. Evan Holt is picked up at the state line. In interrogation, Evan gives one chilling line. "They told me it wasn't murder. They said it was fixing an injustice." Trial begins February 2024. Texts, bank records, CCTV. Storage contract. Disabled security system. The jury deliberates less than 3 hours. All three convicted. Mark and Diane, life without parole. Evan Holt, life, no possibility of release. Robert Carter dies 6 months later. Natural causes. The will executes exactly as written. Mark and Diane receive nothing. The entire $4 million estate goes to disability care charities, the very organizations that once helped Robert. In court, they play that 24-second clip one final time. Emily stepping into the driveway, setting down the bags, turning to wave at her father. No fear, no warning, just love. She didn't lose her life because she was careless. She lost it because she cared too much, because she stayed, and because, to some people, money matters more than family.